Hey guys, so as we are moving into week 10, if you can believe it, and wrapping up week 9. So week 9 we talked about budget and staff, and then I'm interested to read your reflections on what you thought about those. And then as we move into week 10, we're talking about two different things: person-centered care, which I'm going to come back to, and quality and risk management. Most of our facilities will have someone that's in charge of quality and risk management. They usually call them the QI, risk manager, and they literally will pull data from charts to see if there are certain issues that tend to reoccur on units, and then they'll really drill down to see if it's a specific person that's not doing something right. They'll really drill down to see if we're doing nosocomial infections, if hospital acquired infections, if we're doing those because of poor hand hygiene, if we're not charting our IV insertion site, how that looks. So the benefit of that person is they're able to really look at the data and see what the data is telling us to do. They also, if we fill out an incident report, they're responsible for working through those incident reports to see what we need to do. So kind of an interesting role when you're looking at that. I'm going to emphasize the person-centered care. So we're going to focus on the person-centered care. So a lot of you are, when you're doing your clinical hours, you're talking to me in your reflections about how you're noticing different ways to do things based on that person that you're following, which is great because we all know we would do the same thing just a little bit differently. So I like it that you're getting different perspectives on that. But ultimately, this is what we're doing. We're trying to do patient-centered care. We're trying to take the best care of our patients as possible because, I mean, obviously we want to be altruistic and take great care of them. But when we look at patient-centered care, if we're able to do that to the best of our ability, it impacts patient outcomes, which impacts that financial bottom line. So if we're not making money as a business, if we're in the business of taking care of people, if we're not doing that, then our doors can't stay open and provide that care. So I really wanted to emphasize that when we think we're doing that patient-centered care for the best benefit of the person, which we are, also keep in mind, especially in this leadership course, how that trickle-down effect impacts that bottom line, impacts that fiscal management. One more thing I wanted to look at on our schedule. So we are getting, we're not there yet, but we're getting close to that practice exam. I just wanted to throw that out there, that practice exam. Then we'll have a nice break, and you guys will do your HESI version 1, and I posted that right here in our course. Let me go up to it. So our version 1 is in the testing center from 4 to 5:30 on the 29th. And then version 2, if you need it, if you get over that 900, you won't need to take it the second time, on the 13th from 4 to 5:30. Again, you have to have your photo ID for that. It's not yet. I'm just kind of throwing that out there so that when you're making your work schedules, you avoid these dates here. Again, guys, if you need anything, don't hesitate to holler at me. I try to keep up every week with your reflections and your EAQs to make sure our grade book's current. So if anything looks wonky, don't hesitate to holler at me. Thanks, guys.